Things are getting weirder over at Bly Manor as we jump into episode 3. One thing the last episode did that I hope happens again is we got kind of a fairly extended flashback sequence for one of the characters in Miles' time at boarding school. I am hoping we get maybe another flashback. Like, pick any character, they're all interesting. I would love to see another piece of the puzzle, another piece of their backstory kind of spelled out with a little more clarity. I think that would be a really engaging, and I want to see more of all their backstories. Even though I don't know that it would necessarily answer any of my questions, but seeing more informs and deepens the questions. I'm ready to find out. Let's experience episode 3 for the very first time.
He's awake.
Okay, we're picking up right where we left off. And then cut to 1 year ago. I didn't expect to cut to him as a backstory. It wasn't in my expectations list, but I'll take it. So this is 1986. Interesting song choice. Tainted Love. Oh, okay. You're with Henry.
The nanny. Au pair here.
So not long after his brother died, I assume?
Miss Dessel.
Or his sister?
I'm Peter Quint.
I'm not sure.
I work with Henry.
Peter.
Mr. Quint.
Yeah, but Steen, do you need a minute?
No. Good now.
He will notice, you know.
Okay.
I like that she doesn't care if he notices the stain.
I just read about your win in the Baker case, and my hat's off.
Read where?
The Telegraph, of course.
You have a stain on your blouse.
He noticed immediately. Dang.
The children are what?
Who cares?
7 and 9? I expect being precious about blouses won't serve me well.
Facts. Excellent response.
Your references are impeccable.
You want to show us?
Just for a Russian poetry course.
Your time at London School of Economics, it's hardly a bastion of Russian or bards.
Finding my way through public law.
The surprises continue. So, why apply for a nanny job
Yes.
if your ambitions lie elsewhere?
I've always been good at it. I have an inquiring mind. I ask questions of myself and of the world around me every day. And that's what I love to nurture in children. I trust that won't be a problem, Mr. Quint.
No?
Au pair. You called it a nanny job. Oh, it's my mistake. Nonsense, Peter. We both know you don't make mistakes.
Was he trying to belittle her?
You're sure this is him?
Oh, absolutely. I also saw him yesterday.
Oh, he was
on the parapet. Hannah says his name is Peter Quint.
They know who he is.
He was the guy she fell in love with and killed herself over. He's back?
Drained one of Mr. Wingrave's bank accounts last year. Over £200,000.
Hard to believe he'd come back to steal the silverware. Anyone else see him?
Maybe he's dead. And his spirit is back.
Well, I did a sweep, and I didn't see anything. Not much else we can do for now, I'm afraid.
I'll call Mr. Wingrave as well.
Please do.
See if he can offer any other advice. He expected rather a lot from the police, if memory serves me correctly. He's probably still in touch with your superior.
Oh, Hannah.
I'll take another drive around the property.
Well done.
On my way out.
Oh, she's so great.
Are you really gonna call Henry?
I am, but he's 2 hours away. I'm calling Owen and Jamie.
I'm gonna do my own sweep.
She's ready to take care of business, okay?
Mr. Quint, lovely to see you again.
Oh, he's picked her up to take her to the house. So how did they fall in love?
Were you for or against me?
You think that matters?
Well, you said you work with Mr. Wingrave, but it certainly felt like your interview. What have I gotten myself into exactly?
Well, the children are clever. If a bit strange. I mean, their parents didn't come home. That's all. They don't comprehend much beyond that.
Why, hello there. You want to be our very own Mary Poppins?
I'm not practically perfect, but I am perfectly splendid.
Oh, that's where she got it from. That's cute. The kids make a very good first impression, both when I met them the first time and here.
You shouldn't be smoking.
Right, that.
The statue gardens are my favourite. There are flowers, of course. Perfectly splendid.
Miss Jessel found herself, wishing that she might never leave.
Has that effect on people?
She never would.
Oh, yeah. Not the way she thought she'd never leave, I'm sure.
Jesus!
I love that she had a gun. Oh my gosh. Surely he wouldn't be seeking sanctuary in the church, eh?
Hannah must have left him burning. She's always lighting and forgetting him. Place will burn down one of these days.
Nah, I hope not.
No sign of Parapet Pete.
What about your mum?
It's just for one night. She's already fast asleep. That's better I'm here, just in case you know who shows up.
That would be great.
You haven't touched your hot chocolate, Mrs. Gross. Can I have it?
No. You'll be up all night.
We're going to stay up all night long, and it's going to be
perfectly asleep. Little angels. I'm guessing she didn't make it an hour.
Well, I thought those were prank calls.
Maybe not.
Who would he be trying to call?
Maybe Becca.
Why would he call a dead woman?
He might not know she's dead.
Valid point.
Maybe he misses her. He calls the house now and then,
Maybe.
hoping she'll pick up, which she never does.
He's got it all figured out. Maybe he's right.
He comes on back to find out why.
He certainly took the puzzle pieces and made a puzzle, made a complete picture. Whether or not it's accurate, we'll see.
Dolls are wonderful. You get to make up all kinds of people and tell stories with them.
But they're not made up. I'll make one of you, Miss Jessel. What's your favourite colour? Come in.
Am I interrupting? These are for you, Flora.
Thank you so much. They're perfectly splendid. And I thought they were for Miss Jessel.
Me too.
And I was so dreadfully jealous.
We can share, can't we, Flora?
Of course.
How nice.
Well, thank you, Flora.
You didn't rip up Jamie's garden, did you? She'll be cross if you did.
Interesting. His concern about the flowers is fascinating.
People are like locked rooms. They've all got different locks, and you've got to guess the shape of their key.
Okay.
So if you want someone to open a door, you have to try out different keys until you find the one that works.
I like that they explained the logic of what he was doing with Father Stacks.
And why did you give the flowers to Flora?
I didn't.
Pretty smooth, honestly.
Not looking forward to going out in that.
Maybe you won't.
Then don't. Have some tea while it blows over.
Good company. For him. Maybe not for her.
The kids are very sweet, even if I'm mopping up their muddy footprints sometimes.
Okay, that's already happening.
Spent the morning cleaning vomit off the boy's jumper.
Oof.
I'm sorry, that's not funny. A woman like you, as smart as you are. Well, it's offensive, even.
It's fine.
I don't care if Henry can't see it. I can.
Definitely holds her in high esteem. Dang.
I said to him, one day, I might be working for her. What do you want, Rebecca?
I want to be a barrister.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, makes sense.
Not a solicitor.
Wow.
A proper barrister like Mr. Wingrave. But first, I need a pupillage. 3 other women from my year managed to get one, and all left within the first year.
Wow.
A sea of old men trying to run a hand up your skirt every day for 6 months while you try to persuade them that your brain isn't between your legs.
So you take a different route.
Strategic.
You leap right over all those grabbing hands and find someone of worth to mentor you. I see you, Rebecca.
Why are you here?
Why am I here on this earth? To make sure I leave behind more than I took. Why am I here in this job working for Henry? Growing up where I did, I'm quite simply not part of the club. Why am I here?
Yeah.
I should go. I'm sorry.
Are you sure it's still...
No, it's fine. Thank you for the conversation. It's been a long time since I've had a real one.
Wow.
Good night, Rebecca Jessel.
Good night, Peter Quint.
So formal yet so intimate. I was like, why are we looking at the fire for the transition?
You all right?
Oh, God,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Stupid old, I haven't slept well for days.
Yeah, you were mentioning that.
Tuck in and relax for a bit.
Aw. Sweet.
They look like Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah. If Clyde Bonnie over, He got away. She paid the price. The wrong kind of love can you up.
We've all been in the wrong kind of love for one reason or another.
But I saw how he twisted himself into her. I know why so many people mix up love and possession. He didn't just trap her. He trapped himself. And I hope she haunts that forever.
Just a series of interesting lines. People mixing up love and possession.
People do, don't they? Mix up love and possession.
Yeah. Sometimes. Some people. Not all people.
I mean, they're opposites, really. Love and ownership.
Yeah.
They really ought to be in bed.
Oh, yes.
You're the coolest. I had a bad dream.
I'm sure you did. What?
You feel sad.
No, you never make me sad, Poppet.
He dreamt that he hurt Hannah? Hannah of all people? Don't even look at him. What the frick? Why is there a hand all cut up? Okay. Whose hand was it? Something from her past? Or just a moment to make us go, oh.
What are you doing here? And more importantly, have you brought me any more flowers?
No, I've got some errands to do for your uncle, so he sent me here for at least a few days.
Days?
That's right. Mrs. Gross is making up a room for me as we speak.
Will Uncle Henry come over soon?
Never. Feel bad for that.
You know I lost my dad too. This belonged to my dad. It's a little piece of him. Why don't you hold on to it for me? Would you like that? Just don't burn the house down, please.
Good idea. I assume it's Peter and not a ghosty.
Sorry, I shouldn't have.
But you did.
I couldn't sleep and...
Yep. Just right to it. I guess the night where they grazed hands was enough of a build-up. Wonderful transitions. Ah, I love it. Oh, she slept there all night. Maybe protective. A crack, a different crack. Crack in the...
Good morning.
Was it the kitchen?
Oh.
Now a crack in the chapel?
Mr. McQueenie next door could look in on Mum today. I can call him and stick around here just in case.
I feel just awful.
Oh, it's only one day. I'm sure she could use a day without me. It might make all the difference, really.
It's gone. Wait, she's seeing cracks that aren't there? This is entertaining because I'm watching Doctor Who Series 5 right now, and there's like cracks in the universe. There's something that's happening there too.
How are you feeling?
Capital. Wonderful, in fact. Once we find Flora, let's make a day of it.
What do you mean find Flora? Isn't she in her room? Flora?
Where did she go? Did she wander off? Did something worse happen? Something bad? Laura, what are you doing?
I'm all finished. And I wanted to show you something.
Oh, okay, this is... I bet she's by the lake in present day as well.
You're beautiful. Peter was even saying so himself this morning.
Of course he was. Yeah, there he is. Or she is. There she is. Weird. Such an intense stare upon the waters. Thinking about the night she died.
Flora?
No!
Whoa! Does she see her? She sees her? Something to ponder.
You're going to spend the rest of the day in bed.
She was inconsolable.
Not surprising given what they've been through. Well, yes. There's nothing physically wrong with them. That's all I can speak to, I'm afraid.
She was by the lake, but she hates the lake.
Why should anyone hate a lake?
She talks about it all the time.
But Flora lies.
I don't know. I was just wondering if there is maybe a reason Henry doesn't want to come here, like more than just avoiding bad memories. Like maybe he experienced something that scared him away.
Yes, that's it.
Why did Hannah even make him up his own bed?
Like, just hold that thought, okay? I have to go. You're here another night, right?
At least.
Then hold that thought.
Aye.
Come back to bed, please.
No. There's that
Patience.
little hint of possession Jamie was talking about. Didn't like that.
I have to get back.
know. Just a few minutes, please.
Why do they keep tracking mud in here?
I don't think it's the kids.
Do you trust me?
Not
Yes,
really.
I trust you.
She does. I don't.
It's yours.
I don't understand.
It's one of my projects. Inventory for the swing. Henry said this was yours, if you want it. I'm persuasive when I need to be.
But this belonged to...
She never wore it. He was adamant about that. She never wore it, so...
That makes it a little less weird. It's still strange.
Let me show you just how beautiful you are.
There's the picture.
Excuse me.
I was gonna say, in the Forbidden Wing, you can't be serious. Peter, you are distracting her from her job.
This wing is off limits.
Careful, Hannah. You know that I can have...
What, have you fired?
I love her fearlessness.
Could have the lot of us out of here if you truly wanted. Did you know what? Right now, I do not care. You see, if I ever find you in here again, in Charlotte's things, ever again, so help me God, I will drag you out of this house by your bloody hair and throw you into that dirty
Oh,
lake.
she's so good.
Do you understand me?
I love her. Hannah.
Strawberry or lemon?
What, me first?
I've made some good cakes in my day, but this one is batter.
Oh my gosh. He has an endless supply of food puns.
Fine. But you should add more strawberry.
More lemon. It needs more lemon.
You all must try this. It's amazing. But you'll agree. It needs more strawberry.
Lemon. All right. Strawberry.
Yes, I would have picked strawberry.
Thank you.
Oh, Peter.
Delicious.
Peter's such a creep right now. Ew. Okay.
Oh, I thought...
Yeah, well, both at this point didn't even have with Rebecca.
What?
When are you coming back?
I don't know. But you'll be fine, won't you?
Is he jealous of Owen?
You're gonna flirt with him right in front of me. Well, we'll stay for that.
Have you gone mad?
That's what I'm talking about, that man who you opened wide for not 2 hours ago. Mad! You wanted people to take you seriously. You said you took this job because you didn't want old men looking up your skirt or down your blouse, but age them down and dumb them up, and you just open up when you're told, is that it? Do you have any idea what you look like?
Her sleeping with Peter's far worse than tasting the batter.
You misunderstand.
You'll be fine.
She killed herself over that man. That's the most tragic part of all.
Hello?
Say his name.
Peter.
The fact that they hung up implies it might have been Peter.
It's story time.
Oh,
Good story time.
I loved their synchronized opposite reactions with similar words.
They do this a lot.
Oh, let's get this over with.
She's like, I will bring extra wine.
That's like therapy for him.
Oh.
It also means she's processed whatever she's been chewing on.
Right.
Attention. Welcome to story time.
I like this.
My name is Tails.
And what are you, Tails?
I'm a cat, of course.
A cat named Tails? I've seen it all.
Once it was done, it was perfectly splendid.
Yay! I'm Poppet, the puppet. My maker was Claude.
Cloud.
He made puppets aplenty. He loved them so much, even though he had 20.
Oh, it rhymes.
Claude went away on a journey one day and left the puppets at home.
His part of story time's creepy, which I guess isn't surprising.
Soon, they forgot they had strings. They forgot they were even puppets at all. Claude came back. So excited that they had forgotten him, you see, and their strings. They laughed when he said he'd made them. But they kept laughing. These stupid puppets!
I mean, it's a great performance. I'm riveted.
So he pulled on their strings. And it hurt.
Appalling.
Christ, Peter Quint to the rescue.
Sorry, Pete. Bad news, but she's dead. Yeah, he is.
Oh.
Just one moment.
Wasn't Pete?
It's your neighbour, Mr. McQueenie. I am so sorry, Owen.
Oh, what happened?
I am so sorry.
Did his mom die? No. Oh, he must feel awful. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. I'm sure it would have happened whether he was there or not, but I know he wishes he could have been there for her final moments.
I'm so glad you stayed.
I am too.
Curious if this might have any parallels to the Rebecca
Who the hell knew?
Peter storyline. I sure hope not. But they both had an early moment of touching hands. What? What? Okay, I was trying real hard to make out what was happening in his eyes. And then he got like sucked into the house. What does that mean? This was almost like a pretty subdued ending compared to the previous episode. And then that happened. Sorry, I had a very long pause between that and happened because I'm just like processing. My mind is... The story keeps getting deeper and deeper. And, when I said at the beginning, I was hoping to get a flashback, another kind of opportunity to get to know some of the characters' backstory. It didn't occur to me that it might be the previous au pair's backstory. And it didn't occur to me that the man in the window would be the transitional force back into the flashback from a year ago. But that was a great transition, along with many great transitions in this episode. And the story of Peter and Rebecca, which is unfinished as of now, was certainly fascinating. We got to see the beginning of their romance and a glimpse into the possessive nature that Peter had, as well as the jumping to jealous conclusions unnecessarily and unfounded. Insanity. A little bit. He got so angry so fast. It's disturbing. Obviously, Rebecca at this point already has strong feelings for him, maybe already loves him, but I would hope the moment, it's still fairly early in their relationship, I would hope that moment coming that early would be enough to break the spell. But obviously it wasn't. Presumably, I guess it's still early. We don't know exactly what happens after that. Maybe he comes back and he manipulates and talks his way out of that incredibly toxic behavior, but it's a real bad sign. It's the biggest of red flags. He's now wrapped entirely in a red flag. So we'll see what happens next with that. I assume, interesting too, that the present day au pair also seems to be finding a bit of a romantic spark. I'm curious to see if I just said this like 10 seconds ago, to see if there's parallels between the two stories. Maybe one ends up toxic and one ends up beautiful. It's hard to say. We're so early in this, and it makes me just nervous just because of what happened previously. I think the biggest shock of the episode really wasn't one of the scares. It was Owen's mom passing. It's just the way that unfolded. And I love that everyone came together to be there for the family after Peter was there in the window. Was he there in the window? All the questions. And I'm going to keep pondering this throughout the week. And I'm looking forward to watching the next episode. And I hope to get to watch it with you. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week. Bye.